Hello everyone, this is Ryu here. I'm sure, so what happened was is that with this video, I'm actually a little bit annoyed. I actually did the whole audio recording all the way through from front to end. And then what happened is when I went to check it to make sure everything was running properly, for some strange reason, the sound on my microphone was was really low, so I had to drop the whole recording, and then I had to do the whole thing over again. So to kind of give everybody a little recap of what happened for right now, while we're starting to slowly go up the mountain here, because I'm gonna explain what's going on for right now. What happens is we finished chapter 5. We were going on the ship to go to Burger. Cadamum popped back up and said his little last goodbyes to us as he blew our ship up. So now we kind of arrived in the Empire of Soup. We actually met up with a girl named Marcella and Pint and Junior, as as we now met up in another. As we met up in another town. So now what happens is that now we went to go to the hot springs to the north to heal. In a forest to go heal our wounds. Our gear and everything else, our gear, our items, our magic, everything else got stolen from us. So we had to track down the culprit, who later on Marcella stopped, and then we had to defeat him in order to get our gear stuff back. Then we come to find out that Marcella is actually one of King Greene's daughters, who is and her name is Gumdrop Greene, the girl who's following us now. And basically in the last part, she basically broke the 4th wall, 5th wall, 6th wall, 7th wall, and now we have gone to the new erected 8th wall now. So now we're starting to climb out the mountain, as we now have to head to our next destination, Wonton Village. Now, this area is another long area. The reason why is because unlike in Tort Village, when I kind of said a long area, and we had those teleport mazes, unfortunately, this is just a long, straight path. A long, straight path dungeon. The only thing about it is that we have to go through 3 parts of the mountain. We have to go up the mountain, we have to go through the mountain, and then we have to go down the mountain. So we gotta go through 3 paths. Now, going up the mountain, we're gonna fight off a whole bunch of semi-strong enemies like the Hog Ninjas, aka the Man-Bear Pigs. We're gonna fight off the Espressos, and we're also gonna fight off Ham Man there, who actually has the wonderful power of shove that we all know and love that Candyman used on us in the past. So what happens is that with Princess Gumdrop Cupcake. With Princess Gumdrop, I had to go way too far now. But what Princess Gumdrop's special ability is, as you saw, she basically can erect the barrier in dangerous areas. Also, with her special ability in battle, she's actually able to make a magic barrier for you, but it only lasts for 1 turn. So after an enemy hits you with a magic spell, if you use another magic spell on you, the second magic spell is gonna hit you with it. Now, while climbing up the mountains, you're gonna actually find 2 houses by caves. Those are actually inns that you can stay at, and you can actually heal yourself. You can heal yourself. You can save. I would say save there, even though you can save anywhere you want to, but I just say save there. And you can also you can heal and you can save, but I say also went too far. So now about HP when you're going up the mountain, I would also just say fight every single enemy you can as you're going up and down the mountain. Now, down the mountain, there's going to be one strong enemy that's called Laserdisc. Laserdisc basically looks like a frisbee with an eyeball. And the reason why he's so deadly for is because he actually casts a magic spell called Bolt 3, and he'll actually cast it in succession to each other. So once he casts Bolt 3 one time, he'll turn around and cast Bolt 3 again. And so what Bolt 3 does is Bolt 3 will basically hit you for, I believe, about 180 something HP. And then if he does it again, he'll hit you for the same exact amount. So you want to make sure to keep your HP at least above 145, at least. That much. I mean, you can actually go lower if you're kind of feeling dangerous, but I would just say for safety concerns, keep your HP above 145 as we continue to go up the mountain. As we continue to keep going up the mountain path for right now. Also, if you saw it there, the Hog Ninjas, they actually have a skill called Scare. What Scare does is Scare will actually lower your attack power. But if you still have power equipped as one of your magic spells, you can actually just, if you use your Scare, use power on your character, and then just beat the crap out of them. No problem. Now, while you're up the mountain also, if you go to party to talk to, Gumdrop, she'll just keep saying, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. It's very cold up here. And she'll keep saying that a lot as you keep going up the mountain. As we fight another hand man, you know, like I said before, once again, they actually have the very annoying shove attack that we all kind of remember Cannibum using. It's basically its strongest attack it basically has to use for right now, so, you know, as long as you basically stay healed up, and you keep casting, as long as you stay healed up and you keep casting power on yourself, you should be fine, no problem at all. Now, if you saw there in the top left corner before I got into a fight with Espresso, you actually see a cave there. The cave is going to go inside the mountain, which is the next part of the dungeon. Beside the cave is actually going to be an inn. Make sure before you go inside the cave to heal yourself. And make sure to save before you go inside. The enemies in there, some of them are actually kind of stronger. You're actually going to see other rehashments of old enemies with name changes and stronger abilities. Excuse me. As you've seen before. So make sure you heal and make sure you save. Now on the other side of the mountain, there's also going to be another house. When you get, when you get out the other side of the mountain. So now we're going to heal up. Gonna walk around to see if there's any chests or anything here though. And then we're going to start heading in the mountain. So in the mountain, you're actually going to meet up with some new enemies. One of them is Yochoke. Yochoke is the rehashments of the other enemies you actually fought off around the game from Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, and now. Unfortunately, he doesn't actually have freeze this time. But he actually doesn't have freeze. He actually has freeze this time. He doesn't actually use flame spells at all either. So, once again, just make sure you keep your health up. Make sure you heal up. Now, also inside the mountain, there's gonna be different pathways with stairs going down. Some of those actually will lead to dead ends. Some of them will also lead to treasure chests, where there'll be like other items, sometimes equipment, sometimes be at. But unfortunately, I don't actually go around and I look at every single chest because some of them may actually contain one of those trash items, and I hate picking up those dang on things because, as I said before about trash, once you pick it up, you can't really get rid of it besides selling it off. And when you sell it off, you basically have to give up you basically have to give up 1,000 gold just to sell it off. Very annoying. Now, some parts of the game, like even now, I kind of sit there and listen to the battle theme for a little while because I actually like the battle theme of this game. It's actually pretty good. I mean, it's actually good battle theme, like the victory theme when you actually win a battle, because you basically hear it a lot in certain areas, as we kind of heard in the past and even now. I mean, it's a pretty good thing. So you also kind of saw another enemy there, the Mix Mash. I mean, the first time I saw that, it kind of made me laugh even now because it kind of looks like it's like mashed potatoes and gravy gone to the dark side, or it's like it's evil mashed potatoes, or some evil sorceress cast the evil spell to make mashed potatoes a bad guy, or something weird like that. But anyway. So what you want to do is that to find the correct stairs to go down to go down to the next floor. You basically want to walk around the big square, and then as you're going around, you may see a chest on the right corner there. That'll actually be the ceramic armor, but I already have the ceramic armor equipped, so I don't really need that. Keep going to the left, and then you'll actually wind up going. And then you'll find out going down the next steps. Now, in the next area, you're going to actually meet up with a new enemy, Dishpan. Dishpan is actually another enemy that all he does like physical attacks, doesn't really do magic abilities. So keep going down, you wind up finding some more stairs. And then you'll end up fighting, and then later on, you may either fight Yo-Choke, you may fight another Mix Mash, or you may fight another Dishpan, or you may actually fight a new enemy. But we'll actually get to that new enemy when he actually pops up. Also, while going up the mountains, if you start running out of MP and you still have some regains left, it's best to use those as much as possible so you can heal in battles. Um, if you have any extra medicines left, I would use those as well instead of using your magic, because you want to conserve as much magic as you can while you're trying to go through the mountain to get to the other side of the mountain, so you can start going down the mountain before you get to the end on the other side of the mountain. So what you want to do is when you get to this floor, you want to go left, and then you want to start going up. Once you go up, you're going to find another flight of steps there, and then once we go down to the next floor is when we'll actually come across our new enemy. So we're going to take on another Mix Mash. There, who loves to cast Freeze 3. And sometimes you also know the enemy starts to when they start to lose health, when they start casting dodge a lot. They don't really attack you, they start using defense instead of attack. Then you'll know when they're about to lose a whole lot. So we go down these steps, and then we're going to meet up with our new enemy, Bamboo Biff. Bamboo Biff most times uses physical attacks. I haven't really seen him actually use a magic attack before, but he looks like a really evil goat with the staff. So we keep on going down, head left. If you keep heading left, you're actually going to come across another medicine 3 of the chest there. You can grab it if you want to, if you don't really have to, if you don't want to. Then you want to go up. If you come across another man bear pig. Take him on down, keep on heading up, head to the left. You fight another Yochoke. Same about, I mean, we fought Auto Choke, No Choke, and then Yochoke. So now we're on the other side of the mountains. Now make sure before you start going down the mountains, you actually heal and then you actually save because you want to actually be very, 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 very careful of one enemy on the mountain called Laserdisc. And here's the enemy now, Laserdisc. As you see, Laserdisc actually casts Bolt 3, and he'll cast Bolt 3 in a continuous motion. So you want to make sure if Gumdrop is doing her job to help you with her magic barrier, so then you'll be negated for one turn, and then just keep pounding the crap out of it. Now, unfortunately, I wish I could actually sit down and say which is the correct pathway to actually go down the mountain, because some of them actually lead to treasure chests and some of them lead to dead ends, but I'm not really 100% precise as that. I mean, if it's your first time actually going through the mountains, I would say, either like draw yourself a map or find a map as you can, as we defeat a new enemy, Goo Man. When I saw Goo Man for the first time in my mind, I actually kind of remember the Tentacle Man from Resident Evil, the creepy looking thing. For everybody kind of remembers that, seeing it the first time, and then seeing everybody's reactions, and everybody went, "Ah, Tentacle Man! No rape, no rape, no rape, no rape, no rape, no rape, no rape." And then, now, for some of these chests here, they're also going to contain a special item I'll be talking about called Fix. If you didn't remember about what Fix does, I shall explain what Fix does again. So, we actually found a Fix. What Fix does is that if you ever played Final Fantasy before, you should remember the elixirs. You should remember what Elixir does. Elixir heals all your HP and all your MP to full. That's exactly what a Fix would do. It'll heal your HP and MP outside of battle. You cannot equip it in battle for some reason, and you cannot equip it on the D-pad. It will not work whatsoever. And then you're also going to come across another enemy here, Schnackle. Unfortunately, Schnackle is the only version of these enemies, of these sprite change enemies that have 2 elemental attacks, Flame 3 and Freeze 3, along with Confuse. So they are also pretty deadly as well. So, make sure you keep your health up, use your medicines when you need to, and if you want to, if you want to, you can walk around the whole mountain, investigate each and every single pathway. If you want to, try to find all the chests in the mountain. I only found like a few of them, and later on in the next part, you have to come back up the mountain again because you have to do another objective. But that's not going to be until the next part of this game. And unfortunately, just like this part, with the next part, we only have to go up this side of the mountain. We don't have to go back in reverse, which is actually pretty good. We take another laser disc, and then we keep going down the mountain. Now, for some pathways, you want to go down, then you have to go back up, and then you go back down again. You'll know if you're actually going the correct way if Gumdrop drops the barrier. So now, once we leave the mountain, we're actually going to, once again, if I didn't mention this before, we're actually going to now go to the village of Wonton. And also, speaking of food, if you've never had wonton before, it's very good with soy sauce and an egg roll on the side. Just throw that out there, just in case you never had wonton before. It's actually pretty tasty. Open that chest up, find the medicine 3, which is kind of like the high, well, yeah, kind of the high portion of the game, I say. Because there's another one called Heal 4, Med 4, that is the X portion of the game. There's also a Heal 4 we're going to find later on as well. So don't you worry about that. There is going to be a Heal 4, there is going to be a Medicine 4. But I mean, once you get once you get Heal 4, there's really no need to get Medicine 4. So now we're going to start our descent down the correct pathway to get off this long, very long dungeon. So I hope this wasn't a boring experience, everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed this dungeon. Hope everybody enjoyed this game too. I mean, it is a very enjoyable game, even though sometimes it has a couple of, like I said, for crazy moments and dungeons like these from time to time. So what you would do is on the pathway, go left and keep going down, and then once we go down, once we take out this schnockle here, we're gonna be off the mountains. And then later on, we have to go back up this side of the mountain. So we're gonna heal up real quick, and then start making our way down. So Gumdrop says, "The power of magic ran out, and I cannot set up the barrier." Now, if you decide to go back up the mountain again right now for anything necessary, she'll basically say, "I will set up the barrier." It's kind of strange how that is, but once again, not going to question game logic. And now, we are now in Wonton Village. So, what objectives do we have to do next time? Stay tuned for the next exciting episode of King Greene. This is Ryu here. Later.